more finds. Let's see. This is Jerry. Hi, Jerry. How are you? I'm fine, honey. Where are you? You're back here? Okay. So tell me what you've got. It's a lithograph. What's a lithograph? What kind of print? Think of prints. Prints is an umbrella term for all different types of prints, right? Lithograph, serograph, silkscreen, etching, engraving, monoprint, aquatint, you know, name it. This is a lithograph. How's a lithograph made? Did you hear that sound? Sounds like cardboard. Cardboard. Cardboard on the back. Is this a good backing? Cardboard? No. Cardboard is acidic. You never want cardboard as a backing for anything. Acidic. Acid burning. It'll tan the whole thing over time. Okay. So this is a lithograph. Why did you buy it? You bought it at the thrift store. How much was it? So you've got this piece, lithograph. Why do I keep doing that? It's a picture that's been printed onto a piece of hard paper and then backed with cardboard. Okay? The original painting is worth more or less? Yeah. More. A lot more. They're still questioning whether it's a Rembrandt? Okay. There's something called the Rembrandt Research Project, which has been going on since the 90s. And the Rembrandt Research Project basically is where experts will go around to museums and say, we always thought this was a Rembrandt. Yes, that's a Rembrandt. Or no, that's the school of Rembrandt. Or, oh, that's a follower of Rembrandt. Or, oh, that's a student of Rembrandt, indicating that Rembrandt's hand didn't touch the piece. So this particular original, this painting, is in a museum somewhere. It's in Cleveland, right? The Cleveland Art Museum. Fantastic, wonderful museum. You know, if you get to Cleveland, go. It'll take a day. It's a beautiful, big museum. So it's there, and they're deciding whether or not, you know, they might take another 15, 20 years to decide. That's how art historians are. We don't make a decision like that. I do, but they don't. So, all right. So this particular piece, you said, I want this anyway for basically the look of it, or the fact that it's there, because you're not going to get the real one out of Cleveland. Forget it. Right? Okay. So the real one in Cleveland probably has an insurance value somewhere around $1 million. So you're not getting it. You know, unless you're like the Thomas Crown Affair, right? Underneath the gate, and here come the guards, and you remember those movies. All right, so this particular piece in my hand is worth about $10. What did you pay at the thrift store? $5. So you doubled your money. Now, you didn't evaluate the frame. The frame has some value. This piece was put into this frame about 1950. How do I know? Framers' points. The framers' points will teach you the way I was teaching some other things. The framers' points will teach you how old this is. The ones that kind of just push over like this, usually circa 1950, 1960. Value on the frame, about 25 bucks. It's not going to change your life. It's not going to buy you a new car, the Lamborghini that you've been looking at. But basically, for your $5 investment, you did pretty good. You can learn a lot, and you can get a lot of good values at thrift stores, but you've got to know what to look for. First off, what you're doing with, I'm looking for pictures, artwork is always a good thing. Precious metals, always a good thing when you're looking at thrift stores. I'm not crazy about the glass, because the glass can oftentimes be made inexpensively. You can look at glass in thrift stores, but oftentimes it's harder to resell. You did okay. It's still a lithograph, which means it is etched on a stone, right, inked and then impressed. Museums will do this in order to promote their collections. Oh, you can't get the Rembrandt, but you can get a picture of the Rembrandt and take it home and put it on your wall. Thanks, Jerry. Thrift stores, thrift stores, thrift stores, and one more for thrift stores. This is Janet. Hi, Janet. What made you come today? What happened?
Look at that.
You wanted me to look at that?
Yes, and we watch you on your YouTube.
You watch the YouTube channel?
We do.
Do you like it?
We love it.
What do you want? No, you love it. That's so nice. What do you want me to talk about? More thrift stores?
Yes.
Just finds in general?
Yes.
Are you thrifting a lot?
Yes.
Yes. Like, what's a lot? Like me, I eat chocolate a lot. So what's a lot?
Several times a week.
Several times a week. Yeah, I'm more like several times a day. But okay, so several times a week you're in a thrift store. Do you go to all different ones?
The one closest, I say, is always the best.
The one closest is the best. Okay, and then you save less on gas, too. Well, that's good. Okay, and then do you sell it online, or do you keep some things and sell some things?
Both.
Both. Do you ever re-gift it as wedding gifts?
No.
I have one follower who re-gifts a lot of them as wedding gifts. Oh, all right. So tell me a little bit about what you've got.
That is a coin silver presentation picture.
Coin silver presentation picture. Why do you know that it is coin silver?
It says coin, it's marked on the bottom. We researched the markings a little bit.
Okay, so I've got a Lion Passant mark, I've got a town mark, and I've got a date stamp in addition to coin. Bigelow Brothers, this particular piece, Bigelow and Kennard. Okay, so you've got that. And we even got the sticker on it that says $9.99.
Yes, that's how much I paid.
Did you pay you paid $9.99?
I did.
Okay, and you've got these marks on it. Presentation coin silver. Let's talk a little bit about these marks. And in a minute I'm going to give this to Mikey so Mikey can see it too. So basically what I'm looking at here is a presentation picture. I don't know if you can get it, kid. If you're that good, I'm going to be surprised. He's close.
It is engraved.
Yay, Mikey! He's doing a good job. Okay, so a presentation picture. What's a presentation picture, guys?
You don't use it.
You don't use it. Presentation. It's only good for looks, right? My mother would say, it's good for nice. Don't touch that. All right. So you've got this piece, presentation picture. What's missing? What's missing? There's no lid. Would never have a lid. What's missing? The spout's right here. What's missing? There was an insert. That insert is missing. Because you don't want to drink water out of this. It gets that metal taste. It would have had a cobalt blue glass insert. But over the years, it's gone. So, you know, I'm here to help you sort of see the piece as it once was. How old is your picture?
It's dated 1862.
It's dated like it's engraved and it says
It's
1862?
engraved. 64? Yeah.
It says right here, presented to J.D. Adams. Something.
His name's Junius Adams.
I'm sorry. Well, it says J.D., I guess. Okay. On his retiring from the office of cashier at the Pittsfield Bank, March 1864. So, Pittsfield, Massachusetts?
Yes.
Yes. Did you find him?
Yeah, we found some information.
You found some information? Ancestry.com or something, right? This is Ancestry.com with objects. That's what it is. I've been able to tell people, you think that that piece, that silverware piece is from your grandmother in Toledo? Well, they were made in Baltimore. Oh, my other grandmother's from Baltimore. Well, you got the wrong grandmother, right? So a lot of the times the objects will reveal something about your family history. So Pittsfield, Massachusetts, right? We've got this person who was working at this bank, and he gets this probably out of his retirement. Okay. So you have this piece, and it's coin silver. Does that mean it's sterling? 925 parts per thousand pure? What does coin mean?
90?
Usually it's 90%, or 90 or 900 parts per 1,000. Coin silver indicates that we know that the coins are, in fact, meeting a standard for silver quality or purity. So then what happens is they melt down the coins. Now, for the banking industry, they want to make sure they're giving you something halfway decent. Today, I don't know, what do you get? A Mickey Mouse watch if you retire? I don't know what you get anymore. This particular piece is a good example. So you're saying, okay, I know it's 90% sterling silver. If you were to melt it down, is it worth more or less than if you were to sell it as it is?
I'd say less.
Yes, it will be less in smelt weight. Oh. Everyone says, let's just melt it down for the silver. Not a good idea most of the time, because you lose the antique value, and you also lose the design value. It's quite Victorian, right? And it is made, of course, by a relatively well-known firm, right? And this particular piece also would have actually been able to move, right? Because that's what these are for, right? The idea of you actually being able to move and fill this particular piece. Presentation pictures also would sit and you would be able to put water out of them, typically. But it was more like a trophy than it was for everyday use, okay? Value on your piece, anywhere between $350 and $400. You paid 10. 10, right? What's wrong with this picture? Somebody had to have given this away, right? That doesn't mean hey, go to the thrift store. She's not wrong for picking it up, but the thrift store people need to realize that. Why don't they? They're not experts, right? So what do you look for? You look for precious metals, you look for fine art. Two of the things I tell everybody to look for at thrift stores: precious metals, fine art. The metals are even easier because they're usually marked. 99 times out of 100, a painting isn't going to be marked, right? So what's wrong with the piece? We're missing an insert, so that devalues it a little bit, right? What else is wrong with the piece? If you were to shine it up, every time you actually abrade or scratch a piece like this, you will take off one layer of the silver. Don't be overzealous cleaning and, of course, doing the silver. I want you to be aware of that. Everybody's like, ooh, let's polish the silver. Don't polish the silver so much. Your mother-in-law doesn't like you that much because you didn't polish the silver. Tell her to stay home. You know? I want you to think about that. Because every time you abrade or you scratch or you basically polish, you're just taking off one level. All right? All right. Thank you, hon. Some good thrift store finds, some good thrift store finds. Very good.